So the Matterport scan is an excellent tool that each of our fire investigators has. We are able to give the adjuster a view inside of the property, inside of the scene where the fire occurred. So, a lot of the environment today is virtual for adjusters. A lot of adjusters are at the desk. We don't have a lot of field adjusters anymore. There's a lot of people handling fire claims that are working from the office. So they don't get that opportunity to go on site and to walk the scene. The Matterport allows us to capture images that are tied together into like a three-dimensional walkthrough of the property. So kind of like what you see with real estate properties when you're touring them online, it's the same kind of the same thing that where you can go into the fire scene and you can walk through it and kind of see where everything is at. I know, again, in looking at contents and the condition of the property, the layout of the property, all of that information can be gathered from Matterport. You can also take measurements within Matterport, which helps you when you're trying to create your estimates and Xactimate. You may have the ability to actually import that Matterport into Xactimate and create your estimate for repairs from that. So there are a lot of benefits to using the Matterport imaging, and not all companies out there have access to Matterport, or each of their fire investigators having access to it. Sometimes they have to share it. It's not always available, but each of our fire investigators has one of those.
Well, it sounds like it's also handy for content verification. Somebody could say they have a nice 80-inch TV hanging on the living room wall, but it's a tube TV with just a coaxial input from the 90s that was in the corner that they watched their Monday Night Football on. So I'm assuming that kind of helps with evidence confirmation, if you will, or
Yeah, so that further helps as well. If you have a lot of contents, or there's you want to take a look inside of a room for the quantity of contents an insured is reporting, yes, you can speak to the fire investigator and have that conversation with them. When they're on site, they can give you that information. But I think it doesn't beat being able to see it for yourself, right? And to have that evidence that you can refer back to show this is the room, this is the scene. You're getting a much better image when you're able to actually walk through that room and see the layout and piece everything together, versus getting individual photos and having to go through those and kind of sort them together yourself and figure out where everything is at. So I know when I did large loss contents, that was a tool that I always used. It's one of the things I absolutely loved.